Yes, for the love of God, I have seen that Rumbleverse is shutting down. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm not. You can stop using your data. Any thoughts on it? Yeah, I've talked about it for like multiple times on the past 2 days. People don't watch the stream, and yet simultaneously they have the self confidence to be like, "I bet I'm the first person to tell him this." Like, is blowing my mind, man. I feel like one of the reasons that Rumbleverse is shutting down is because streamers will not play it for 15 minutes, or rather, I should say, would not play it for 15 minutes, but they will spend 4 hours tweeting about everything that they would have done if they made Rumbleverse to make sure that it would have been a success. Well, I just think like when I first saw the trailer, it was, and then like the art style looked a little bit too much like Fortnite for me, and I consider myself to be above average intelligence, which means that anything related to Fortnite I immediately discount without ever experiencing it in the first place. I just assume that it's going to be bad and for little kids, and I didn't play it, but here's 9 reasons Rumbleverse is shutting down, in my opinion. Thread emoji, pointing down emoji, pointing down emoji, pointing down emoji. Wish more of you fuckers played Rumbleverse so that I could have farmed a little bit more. and you, and eventually rage quit but after the people worse than me rage quit. Like when the people worse than me decided to stop feeding, then I would have fed. Instead, I was pretty close to the first person to be food. It is a classy move though to to give refunds, or at least to offer refunds to everybody who purchased anything over the lifestyle or the life cycle of the game. And I was like, I was going to tweet about it. Hey, this is like one of the most underrated games of 2022. And it's really classy for them to offer refunds. But I was just, I'm really getting into this like never tweeting thing. I'm starting to feel like this could be like a medium term like lifestyle decision for me. Because I was like, what do I expect to get out of this tweet? People are still going to tweet me and say, hey, did you see that Rumbleverse is shutting down? And if I tweet that, oh, what a classy move to offer refunds to everybody, people are going to be like, well, yeah, it's not Iron Galaxy though, really. It's actually Epic Games, which is partially funded by Tencent, so it's not, they have infinite money anyway. And also, if they were really classy, they would just automatically credit your account. They wouldn't make you click a button in order to actually receive the money back, because they know that only like 1 in 8 people is actually gonna. So yeah, I feel like it's better this way. There's no Stadia refund. I didn't know Stadia did a refund. I didn't. Stadia shutting down was actually like how I found out that it came out, which is probably not a good sign. I mean, it's already. I don't mean to, celebrate the death of Stadia, but I'm just saying. And I don't even know, like, it's. I'm not saying that they didn't do like a marketing push or something like that. Because people always do that shit. They'll be like, hey, Damien Chazelle's Babylon made $3 million at the box office this weekend. Everybody point and laugh. And then people that don't leave their house are like, well, maybe it's because it's the first I'm hearing about this movie. I'm like, bitch, you just watch Netflix 24/7, ad block installed on like every single device in your home. Like, of course it's the first you're hearing about something. What do you want them to do? Send $1 billion on advertisements to fly like an airplane with a banner behind it right by your house? Of course you haven't. Maybe it didn't fail because you haven't heard about it. Your next tweet is like, I haven't been to the movie since 1971 anyway. I saw people claiming to follow the film industry say they've never heard about Tar. What do you mean you've never heard about Tar? Well, you got to remember, listen, another reason I think that I've reached some level of nihilism, but like in a comforting way about the internet. Hey, Samantha Pantha, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. One of the reasons that I feel like I've come to that conclusion, well, let's not call it a conclusion because I guess it depends where you cut the thread, but I really feel like, and I talked about it last week, but like 50% of the shit that makes you roll your eyes on the internet actually comes from people under the age of like 16. So I see insane tweets sometimes, and the tweeter will have like Green Lantern as their avatar, and you're like, who could write this insane tweet? And then you click on their profile, and it's like My name's Dave, 17, some emoji, and then the four things I like in media. Like that, it's not young people bad. It's just like I shouldn't be reading takes from people that are like 20 years younger than me and then being like, "Oh, I'm mad that this person doesn't have the same opinion as me." That's I should I should just accept, like, I'm not gonna quote tweet somebody and be like, "Wow, look at how stupid this is," and then they're gonna be like, "Bitch, I'm in eighth grade," because then I'm the stupid one for being like an adult and telling all my adult friends to make fun of this eighth grader like a psycho. Now, if they're 28, then you can talk about it. Then you could be like, "Whoa, can you imagine like being an adult and having this opinion?" And if you're like 80, even better. But it's okay. There's nothing wrong with being 28. Just don't be stupid. Or perhaps the next level of evolution, recognize that everybody is stupid in some ways, including yourself. And as a result, just never say anything.